I know, you want the Mac Studio. And if we disregard any context whatsoever, the Mac Studio is the better choice. But we can't ignore context, can we? I'm Andreas Amosen, a YouTube-based musician, and with this YouTube channel, I strive to inspire you in your music journey. Whether you are a hobbyist, a professional, a creative or a craftsman, one of the greatest obstacles for all of us is that we sometimes think we need more and better equipment to create music. You might have heard the famous Hans Zimmer masterclass quotes,
one microphone and a laptop.
and whilst there is some truth to that, I'd much rather bring another quote of his to the forefront. The quote, "Your ideas are not limited by budget." There's a huge difference here. You might want more tools than just a microphone and a laptop, but that's not the same as saying you always need the newest, crispiest, most expensive microphone on the market, or the newest beast of a desktop before your creative ideas can come to life. Even with a fairly low budget, you can start creating entire albums if you want to. Any piece of music I've uploaded to this channel, as well as every frame of video I've edited, was done on this 2015 MacBook Air. This includes my EP Preconditions, as well as my album Bangers the Collection. Every live loop from Bangers the Collection was performed, recorded and mixed on this MacBook Air. What I'm saying is, you might already have the tools you need for creating. It might require a bit more patience and a few workarounds now and then, but don't let that stop you. Especially not if you think you need a Mac Studio before you can start producing. Don't sleep on your music dreams. Here are some real life stories. During the making of Preconditions EP, I needed a bass guitar, but I couldn't afford a bass guitar at the time, or anything else really. So I decided to use a free synth plugin, and that became the bass. You might say, that's a compromise, but I say, that's an album. During the making of Bangers the Collection, I only had this 12 whatever years old cheap microphone. But I couldn't afford a new one, so this became the one I used. Also, I only had the options of either mixing the songs through speakers in an untreated room or through headphones without low frequencies in my left ear because the headphones were damaged. But that's what I did. You might say that's a compromise, though I say that's an album. Now you might be curious to know why I bought a Mac Studio now that my incredible MacBook Air does it all already. Under which circumstances should one buy a Mac Studio then? You should buy a Mac Studio, not because you want to write better music, but because your work in general is heavily computer dependent, has critical deadlines, and you need every single thing you do to run faster because you can't afford waiting. I've committed myself to do YouTube. I want to release a great video every single Thursday at 7 p.m. Grow the channel, transition into becoming a full-time YouTuber and write music for you. And I hope you want to tap along. But I'm also working a day job and I've got friends I want to visit, and these videos are such a huge time investment. Well, maybe this one being the exception, but so I'm looking for any opportunity to better my workflow. The Mac Studio helps me do this by cutting time. However, it does not make me a better songwriter or a better producer. Those are still acquired skills. I hope this was insightful to you. Subscribe to the channel if you like content evolving around songwriting and producing, and go make some music I can listen to with whatever tools you have available. Thank you to my patrons for helping me out with this. More music is headed your way. Also, I've got an exciting unboxing coming for you in the next video. I'll see you there.